Good evening. Today is Sunday, September 14th, 2025. I'm Rich Stevens, and this is the Cold Take. The stories you are about to hear are true. We draw from primary sources like press conferences and court documents to report what happened. We try not to assume, guess, or opine, and we publish expanded text along with attribution every week at thecoldtake.com. We begin tonight with the assassination of Charlie Kirk. The conservative speaker and political activist was also the CEO and founder of Turning Point USA. He was holding a speaking event at Utah Valley University. I mistakenly and falsely reported Thursday that this was Utah State University. At 12:23 p.m., a single shot was fired from a Mauser Model 98 30-06 rifle. Recovered later, the shell casings, all still in the weapon, were engraved with messages including "Hey fascist, catch." Condemnation for the killing was swift and came from both supporters and detractors, including progressives like AOC and hosts of The View. Links to videos and other source material is at thecoldtake.com. Charlie Kirk was 31 years old. The same day, a 16-year-old student at Evergreen High School in Colorado shot and wounded two other students before taking his own life. He used a revolver and reloaded several times. Authorities credit lockdown drills and procedures with saving lives. Another shooting this week took place in Jerusalem at the Remote Junction bus stop Monday morning. Two men boarded a bus and shot 18 people, killing 6 before an IDF soldier, aided by an armed civilian, intervened, killing the terrorists. Hamas took credit for the shooting. The following day, Israel conducted airstrikes on the Qatari capital of Doha, targeting senior leadership of Hamas. Monday, the DEA released a statement announcing the results of a recent operation in which 23 domestic field divisions coordinated with 7 foreign regions to target the Sinaloa cartel. This one-week surge resulted in 617 arrests, seizure of 420 firearms, and thousands of pounds of drugs, including 480 kilos of fentanyl, over 700,000 counterfeit pills, and nearly 7,500 kilos of cocaine. Wednesday morning, an appellate court in Florida ruled on a case involving the state's ban on open carry of firearms, citing Heller, McDonald, and Bruin. Ultimately, they determined that, quote, the Constitution protects the right to carry arms openly and for self-defense. Ron DeSantis announced Monday that Florida will hold a sales tax holiday through the end of the year on all camping, fishing, and hunting equipment, including firearms and ammunition. He credited low debt and a budget surplus as the foundation for tax cuts. More details are on thecoldtake.com. Monday, the Supreme Court ruled on an injunction request from the Department of Homeland Security. A lower court had issued a temporary restraining order barring DHS and ICE from considering various criteria when deciding to speak to individuals about their immigration status. In a 6-3 ruling, the Supreme Court granted a stay, with Justice Kavanaugh saying officers are authorized to, quote, interrogate any alien or person believed to be an alien as to his right to be in or to remain in the United States. Protesters in LA staged 24-hour protests outside an ICE facility there. The ACLU also held a press conference to protest what they called unlawful policing by the federal government, DHS, and ICE. In financial news, after hitting an all-time high in August, lumber futures have fallen to $588 at close on Friday. This drop of $37 includes a recovery from Thursday's low of $571.50. Home starts were up in July, but permits were down from June numbers. This week, the United States Census Bureau will release the August builder numbers, and the Fed will meet to discuss interest rates. We will update this story next week when those numbers are available. Financial markets added modest gains after the last 2 weeks of loss, with the Dow closing Friday at 45,834, a gain of about 1% for the week. The Nasdaq gained nearly 1.5%, closing at 22,141, and the S&P had similar gains, closing at 65.84. Gold, meanwhile, continued to climb, closing at 36.41, up $300 in a month. In sports, Carlos Alcaraz defeated Yannick Sinner Sunday in 4 sets to win the US Open and take the number 1 world ranking away from Sinner. Alcaraz commented after the match that he sees Yannick more than his own family. The two have combined for the last 8 Slam trophies. At Monza Sunday, Max Verstappen won from pole after setting the Formula One track record in qualifying Saturday. The McLaren pair completed the podium, with the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc finishing in 4th. President Trump was in attendance for Thursday night's MLB matchup at Yankee Stadium to commemorate the 24th anniversary of the 9/11 terror attacks. After the team met briefly with the president ahead of the game, Aaron Judge sent a 3-2 pitch into the bullpen for his 45th home run of the year and 260th of his career. Leading off in the third, Judge sent another ball to the bullpen to tie Joe DiMaggio for 4th on the Yankees' all-time home run list. Friday, he sent a home run over the Green Monster and out of Fenway to pass DiMaggio. Judge is now tied with Bryce Harper for 89th on the MLB career home run list. In college football yesterday, unranked Georgia Tech upset number 12 Clemson 24-21 by kicking a 55-yard field goal as time expired. Number 16 Texas A&M beat 8th-ranked Notre Dame 41-40, and 6th-ranked Georgia escaped number 15 Tennessee in overtime to win 44-41. Miami covered the spread, beating USF 49-12. Like it or not, that's what happened. I'm Rich Stevens. This has been the Cold Take.